David, I know that you've been watching Nebraska football from the 90s, and that's fun to watch. And, of course, they were in their heyday. But at the same time, you got to be careful in trying to relive the past, especially since offensive football has just progressed way past that. So there is a place for a fullback on a football field still in certain situations, but not every play, I don't think.
Hey, Andy Janovich, man, he's still he's making money still in the NFL. He's out of that Sam Foltz class. So yeah, I mean, Nebraska did have a fullback rock in there for a while. That was under Coach Riley, but yeah. But I agree. Fullback Nebraska was always kind of known as fullback U when you think about the Tom Rathmans and the Corey Schlesingers, and you just go on and on and on. But yeah, I mean, that was always. You needed that hammer there if you were running the option. That fullback was a very, very valuable position, and Nebraska excelled at that more than anybody I think ever in history has.
And I'm the guy that would love to see, and this just doesn't happen because it becomes a copycat league of sorts. But I like to see a variety. I would love to see all styles of offense be represented, but it seems like almost every school in the nation, and I know that there are intricacies that are different and matchups and different things that offensive coordinators bring to the table, but it seems like almost everybody's running the same offense now, and it just gets a little monotonous and a little bit stale. I would love to see somebody run a true pro style and then see some true triple options, which we still do with Navy, with the military academies, and it used to be Georgia Tech, but they've even converted, and then see some read option and see at the spread that we see everybody do now. Like when that first came out, I'm thinking like, I know Urban Meyer was one of the forerunners of running that, and Utah was doing that. Yeah. Like it was interesting then, but like everybody, like it seems almost every play is one back in the backfield, quarterback's in the spread, he's sticking that ball in the running back's belly, making that either it's just for show or he's running through his options and they're running the read option and the RPO, and it just, I would love to see some different offensive play.
Hey, I mean, we've seen it. I mean, very limited, but we have seen Coach Frost throw that I formation out there a couple of times. And when that does happen, the stadium just erupts. I'll let you know. I mean, everybody's like, yeah! Yeah.
Lewis, you caught me on Michigan Podcast today. Very nice. All right. Let's see if we've got anything else.
Sam was asking about dialing down, the
expectations
and
yes,
well, the allegiance to the Big Ten. Yeah, that's what the allegiance to the Big Ten. Nobody's going to say anything besides that Nebraska is 100% committed to the Big Ten. Yeah, that's just not an option. That you can take that off the table at any time. And expectations-wise, I don't think so, because you're talking about two competitors. That's your head coach and your AD that combined had won a heck of a lot of football games as players. So I don't think you would ever hear either one of those guys drop in any kind of expectations, because I think when Bill Moose said 6-6, that pissed off Coach Frost. I mean, he doesn't agree. He will never agree with being happy with a 6-6 season.
Yeah, I think you can separate the standard versus what you're expecting this season. Like you can say, okay, well, we're coming through a rough stretch. We're building something, so we're not going to be happy with 6-6, but it gets us to postseason play. It's roughly a 1 or 2 game improvement. You just went 3-5 the year before, and you went 4-8. 4-8, 5-7, whatever it was, the 2 years before that.
You've won 7 games in the last 2 years.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think there's a difference at a school like Nebraska. Florida State's going through the same thing. Yeah. For them to go 6-6 this year, again, improvement. You can be satisfied with it, saying we built in the right direction, but we're not happy with it. This is not our standard. This is not Florida State / Nebraska football. So you can do both at the same time and say, this is not the standard.
Yep.
But we improved. So we feel good about taking some steps in the right direction.
Hey, look at Oklahoma. They went through a bad stretch there, and were pretty much left for dead. And look at what they've built themselves back to. So it can happen, right?
Here's Navy Thomas stepping in here late. So we have hit about 150 on the line, so we appreciate everybody being here. So I believe that a number of you, in addition to Greg, of course, tweeting this out, and myself before the show, that a number of you have been listening about getting out there and telling people that we're here talking Nebraska football. So I appreciate that. And again, my vow to everyone is to be on time with the link next week, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. So I got to do that. I should be doing that for all the shows. So I shouldn't have to take note of it for this one, but I did make the guarantee for this one. So the deal is we're on time next week, everybody. And you guys go out there and let people know that we're here talking Nebraska football every week. So there's the deal. You bring in some folks, maybe we double the crowd next week, and we'll be on time. And we've got, well, Greg's already let us know, Josh Banderas online with us next week.
I'll let Navy know right now that, man, Coach Osborne was there Thursday when Trev Alberts got introduced, and I gotta say he was looking great, in great shape. I was super excited to see him in good spirits and looking happy and healthy. I think he's been doing a lot of fishing and hunting lately, and all that stress of Nebraska athletics, he's not too worried about it anymore. So you know what? He's a legend here, and obviously any former player of his is a beloved son of his, and he's going to help out any former player.
If you want to catch some more Nebraska coverage, of course, go to Husker Online on Rivals, but also keep it right here on YouTube at Husker Online. Just type it right into the search bar. You're going to catch Greg's work over there. Anything either new, released, or coming up?
Well, obviously we got Big Ten Media Days coverage starting here Thursday, so that'll be the big thing. I still have a few basketball features to put out that we took care of today, and like we mentioned, practice starts next Thursday. Fan days on Friday, and boom, we are into fall camp starting next week. So, yeah, lots and lots going on starting then.
Folks, check this out. This was sent to me by somebody. This was not requested. I didn't order this. Just a viewer just sent this in and said, "Hey, Mark, look at this." And they sketched that in wood, and they're sending it to me. And they said, "Yeah, the person is very talented, and they've got a business. It's called it's right there, TriStatesketch.com. So cool. If you go there and you buy one, you get one free, and basically you send them a photo." And then you can pick out they've got various designs of wood and different, types of wood and types of designs that you can pick out, and you send them the photo. And I got to tell you, again, I will take more screenshots. There's about 12 examples, and they're all really good.